The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass. He didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Pick up a 3. Brings up second and...
On 2nd and 7. Murray. Man open left side. It's Williams.
Murray.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Williams.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Is third down.
Murray now. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Complete to
A huge play there on the screen pass. 49 yards.
First down, Cardinals.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Murray.
It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing the 4-for-4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive.
24-yard line.
And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 127 yards. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw, and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brandon Ayuk
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
The kickoff for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We were watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Shotgun now from Murray.
They'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. James now to return. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now a throw right side, take it in here to start this drive. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
33-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. From the gun, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Murray again. Open man is Kirk, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5.
After one, a 14-3 ball game.
At the 49ers' 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's second and 5.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 20-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and a yard. At the Niners' 11-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Murray, that's complete, right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown.
DeAndre Hopkins. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay?
Go.
So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
14.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Just take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Well, one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Second touchdown here in this first half. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we're usually talking about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 43. Operating from the gun. Murray
on the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first and 10, here's Murray. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Finding Williams once more, complete.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, they'll throw with Murray. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
This is Mostert. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both will. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray, quick hitter here, it's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Is 3rd down.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
But it'll be 2nd and goal. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Cameron Brate has the first
first half is winding down, and the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
For San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally.
At the 26-yard line.
We have hit. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Niners 28. Cardinals.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes against the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody, or not necessarily?
Has to, because with that amount of time coming from the free safety position, someone should break open.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly.
And that's caught inside the 35. And finally he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. So that
changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Mostert. Fighting through. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Mostert. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Forced out and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The football going back over to Arizona now. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ray Greenlaw on the tackle.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Play. 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This is 3rd.
Here's Murray. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
And this one is right through. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit.
42.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
25-yard line.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why?
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Mostert, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 1 yard.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. On the screen, this is Edmonds. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. Well, it was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
2 yards.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot, and he's have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to let it fly. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the 49ers, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the L.A. Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year.